Hey guys, it's me Liv. Welcome to this month's Team Tiny Case Hop. So the theme is to pick one creator, and I am going to use the cards created by Katy Ingram, and I will put the link to her video below, in which she did some heat embossing combining with some of Distress inks to make some beautiful but simple cards. And so I'm going to be putting them on colored cardstock similar to what she did. She used the red and the blue. And ironically, I don't have a lot of red paper, so I couldn't really go with the red, but I have orange. Now, I don't have a lot of 6x6 big stamps and background stamps, but I thought that this one would do because I still haven't used it yet. As you can see, I'm going to go ahead and use some Versamark onto the stamp and push it down. I usually do have to do this at least a few times to make sure that I get a good impression on the card. Then you're going to go ahead and take out whichever embossing powder you're using. And I am trying to stick with that same silver color like Katy had in her card here and put that on. Once you're done with that, you're going to take out your heat tool and go ahead and heat it on up to see the magic of the melting and just how beautiful and shiny it becomes. And that is how the first card looks. And then I'm going to repeat with the same exact background on the orange cardstock and then use the gold embossing powder for that. Now, Team Tiny is a collaboration of a bunch of smaller YouTube channels who all love to share crafting ideas and designs with others out there. And we're all small channels, so we don't have any commercials. So it's commercial-free fun for anyone who likes to follow along. Now, Katy isn't just on YouTube, she's also on Instagram, and it is actually the same handle. So it is East Wicks Paper and Ink on YouTube, as well as East Wicks Paper and Ink on Instagram. So she has some fantastic ideas out there, and she is so supportive to so many in the crafting community. So definitely go check out her channel and see what gorgeous projects that she makes. Now, as you can see, the embossing just is beautiful. But I agree with her when I watched her video, it does lack a little bit of depth. So I thought, I'm going to go ahead and try that same exact technique she did of using some Distress ink more on the edging of the cards to try to make that cardstock feel a little bit more dimensional and pop a little bit more. So I am using two different colors of Distress ink on this orange base card, and I would do the same exact thing of using two different color Distress inks on the blue card. So after all of that is done, it definitely adds something to it. And I know you can't really tell as well in my cards when you see them in the video, but if you were to see them in person, and I am going to put a picture on my Instagram page, they are just gorgeous in person. One of the other things that I did decide to do as well is to combine a little bit of dye ink. So I did take out my Gina K's just along the different edges to make sure we can get a little bit more depth. Now, when you use dye ink sometimes against embossing, the ink is so thick it will also change the color of your embossing. So just, realize that when you're working with it. But besides that, I do think it was a really cool technique. So after that is done, I'm going to go ahead and cut out some sentiment for the blue card. I am using a die from Simon Says Stamp, and I'm going to add just one layer to it because I want it to be a little bit sturdier. And I cut it out on some silver foam, and I'm going to put this on top of my card. Next, I'm going to actually take out a sticker that I have in my stash to use with the second orange card, because I have some gold letter stickers here that I really haven't used that much. So these cards came along really nicely, super convenient and easy to do, but they're just so elegant. I hope you guys enjoyed the inspirational video from Katy for our Team Tiny Case to Designer for this month's video collab. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you guys soon. Have a good night.